My car. How's it going, guys? My name is Tavarish, and today is going to be interesting. I'm a bit nervous because I'm about to go on a trip. Now, going on trips doesn't make me nervous, but I'm about to buy a car at the end of this trip. Now, if you know me, buying cars doesn't make me nervous either. The thing that makes me nervous is the fact that this car is one that I used to own, and it's one that I've been lusting after for the last 4 years. So what I just said probably doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but let me give you some history. About 5 years ago, I wrote for a website called Jalopnik. And through Jalopnik, I met a lot of readers and a lot of fans that became subscribers, and also wrote a lot of articles. And one article series that was really popular was my 3000 GT VR4 series. So I bought this car, a 1999 3000 GT VR4, from a fan, from a reader, for $7,000. Now, this thing needed a lot of work. This car was special because it was the nicest car I had ever owned up to that point. It was super rare. They only made 287 of them. And I always loved the 3000 GT. I thought it was like the poor man's GTR. Eventually, I got it to the exact spec that I wanted. I had the wheels that I wanted. I had the suspension that I wanted. And then I had to move. So when I moved to this house, when I moved to Florida from New Jersey, I realized that I couldn't really do that. I needed to sell off some of my cars, and that was first on the chopping block because it was the nicest car and it was the most expensive, and I could probably get the most money for it. So after the deal was done and I bought the house, I'm not exactly gonna say that I regretted the decision, but I did miss the car a lot. A few years went by, actually 4 years went by, and I got the itch. I really started jonesing for a 3000 GT VR4. And that's when things got a little weird because I ended up finding my car. Not one that looks like it or has similar mileage or similar spec. I found the exact one, the same VIN number, and for all intents and purposes, exactly the way I left it, and it was for sale. The way I found it is the way I find mostly all of my cars when I go looking for them, and that is Auto Tempest. So a lot of you know that I've been using Auto Tempest in the past. I've gotten my Lamborghini, my SL55, my Supra, but they really are a godsend when it comes to looking up used car values and trying to buy your old dream car. And Auto Tempest graciously sponsored this video so I can share all of this with you guys. Now, if you guys don't know what Auto Tempest is, then click the link in the video description. It is basically every major automotive classified site in one click. It can compare with all of Craigslist. It is like cheating if you're looking for a cheap car or just a good car with a good value. I use it every single day. Actually, I'll issue you guys a challenge. If you can find your old car on Auto Tempest, then send me a link. You can link me in the email below, and I will shout it out on my Instagram. Now, it could be your car, it could be one just like it, but it has to give you some sort of sentimental value. Just head over to Auto Tempest, and I pretty much guarantee that you're gonna find something really special and really cool, just like I did. But after finding that car, I got in touch with the owner, and I found out that that car had been basically abandoned. It hadn't been running in the better part of 2 years. It was in this guy's garage, and he was gonna get around to working on it. And now I'm here and I'm waiting to go on my trip. The tail end of that trip is me heading down to Dallas, where the car is right now, and getting the car and seeing what it needs and maybe doing a little build on it. All right, that's enough of me rambling. Let's do it. All right, I think it's around here somewhere. I think that, yeah, probably over there. He said there's a garage in the back. Let's drive right here. Oh, yeah, this looks like it. Yeah, let's go down this driveway. This definitely looks a little abandoned. My car. I bought this thing 5 years ago. and it was the nicest thing I've ever owned. And seeing it again, it's, even if it's dirty and on jack stands, it brings back a lot of memories. I'm sorry if this is a little light on commentary. I'm a little, it's a lot for me. It's a lot for me. There it is. I painted this, and the paint is cracking off. I think I painted this with like bed liner or something. But these are the spark plug wires I installed. This is new. I didn't install that. I did the spark plugs on this car. I did a bunch of like maintenance. I brought it back, and here she is. Adjustable suspension here that you can adjust in the car. Let me take a look at the interior, because the interior was actually quite cool. Oh yeah, that. I love the interior on this car because it was so clean. This thing is 20 years old now. I put everything back to stock. It had some really crappy double din, and now I have a stock radio system with an auxiliary input so you can connect your phone to it. Oh, the keys are in here. All right. I don't think that's what the car sounds like. This is the car that sort of cemented in the mantra that I have to work hard to get the things that I want. I've never had a car this nice, and I had to sell the car to buy a house and basically start a new life. I'm a little nervous to see if the car starts. I guess I have to do it, right? Okay. And 3, 2, 1. That clutch is gonna take some getting used to. It's super heavy. I guess that's what they did in the 90s. So it only has 5,000 more miles than I sold it with, and I think it went through 4 owners. You hear that blow up out? Good it feels to actually be in a car that you lusted after for years, and it moves under its own power. So I think I should probably go over things that are wrong with the car that I see right off the bat, because that's what we're gonna have to fix right away. Number one are the tires. So when I first had this car, I wasn't really, well, I didn't have a ton of money. And I lived in New Jersey, and we had stuff called winters. It's when the sky gets really angry at you and it hurts your face when you go outside. I have all-season tires on this car, and they're also mismatched. So I have Continental on this, but we have Michelin over here, another Continental, but I think it's a different Continental than that one. And then on the back we have a Pirelli P0. So don't do that. Don't buy used tires like I did, and don't mismatch tires. When I sold the car, I had a brand new bumper. This bumper was like $800, and you can actually get these bumpers from the dealer. There's a dealership in Cherry Hill, New Jersey that stocks all the parts, and they had it in this exact color. And this is a brand new bumper, but now it's not brand new anymore. You can see that there's damage here. There's some there's some rock chips. This car has seen some mileage, even though it's not really seen much mileage. It's only been like 5,000 miles. Also, these headlights are really pitted, so that's gonna need to get polished because we're gonna be driving this at night. So I think I should probably get on the road, and we'll see what the driving dynamics are. And since the suspension is kind of stuck in one setting, I hope it's not the really, really stiff setting, because that's gonna suck. Okay, so this is my first test drive of my old car. Hopefully this should be very uneventful, and I can give you guys some actual insight into how this car handles. We do need to get some gas, and actually it's getting a little hot in here, so let's see if we can turn on the AC. AC works! This seating, maybe it's just the seating position, but the steering wheel does not feel like it's completely in front of you. It's almost like a Lambo, almost. My left leg is gonna get a workout. Oh, it's a little bouncy. Oh, that suspension, I think it's stuck in hard mode. Oh, I miss this car so much. But everything in this car feels like you're shifting in molasses, and it's really hard to press the gas pedal down. It's really hard to manage the clutch. So you just kind of have to manhandle this thing. So these cars got a reputation for being a little bit, let's say, hard to work on and unreliable. I think what I want to do with this car is to have it be not only reliable, but have it be a sporty daily driver. Let's give it a little bit. Those tires, those tires are not great. One of the things I love is looking back there and seeing that huge shopping cart wing. And yes, that is 100% stock. So right now, we are on the way to a shop that my friend is letting me borrow, so we can build this car, and we only have 3 days, and I am really, really excited. What side is my gas filler on? Oh, it's okay. All right, good. Okay. Well, first fill up. It's a little bouncy, to be honest, but we'll see if we can change that. Now's the time I should probably mention that this car has all-wheel steering, and it's actually very similar to what you'd get in a brand new Porsche, where it actually does help you with handling. I believe it's up to 3 degrees. Now, the all-wheel steering system was quite rudimentary back in the day, and a lot of people just deleted it because it was too hard to deal with. But here I wanted to retain some of the originality, and I think it'd be kind of cool if I put a GoPro on the back when we're in the twisty sections, maybe later in the series when this car is actually driving, hopefully, fingers crossed, and you can see the rear wheel steering doing its thing. So I see the turbo boost going up to 14 when I push it just a little bit, and it shouldn't be going up there. This is basically a stock car, so I think that is job number 1. But guys, even with whatever minor issues there are with this car, I am so happy. It feels familiar. It feels like the car came home, and I'm not getting rid of this. This is gonna be mine forever. That was fun. That was pretty good. So I guess you guys have some questions about this whole project, how much I bought it for, and what exactly I'm doing with it. But I think a question that I need to answer is, who is behind the camera? And if you look over there, that car might give you a little bit of a hint. It's Jared! Hey!
Hey, the glasses are back.
The glasses are back, and you are back, my friend. Welcome to Dallas. It is quite hot.
It's warm, but not that warm. I expected worse.
Well, did you expect worse for this thing?
I feel like we're in a time machine. We've gone back to the 90s.
Yes, this is definitely a time capsule, and I really like driving it, but I think we need to do a few things to make it drive even better, because we have a special place to go with this car.
We got to defend what we did last year.
That's right. We are going on the Dust Ball Rally, and we're not gonna go in Jared's ISF. It's like super easy with that car. And
Too reliable, you know, guaranteed to make it.
yeah, we don't want reliability. We want something where it's exciting. And what's more exciting than a 90s 3000 GT that probably will explode? It won't explode, but it probably will. But right now we are in this abandoned parking lot and we have a shop. And what a shop it is. All right, here goes nothing. So, yep, you gotta pull like a man.
Wow, that's more than just a man.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. So we have a shop. This is awesome. And we are going to be building this car with all those parts.
Oh.
What is it?
Oh.
Dude, come on, stop playing around.
You gotta come take a look at this.
Alright. Oh, that's not good.